Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Mark Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, August 29th. Hope you guys are having a great morning thus far. We got a couple economic news to go over today. We'll start off with the weekly jobless claims that we get every Thursday. So last week we had 211,000 people applied for unemployment. Forecast for this week's numbers is 214. It came in pretty close to numbers at 215,000. So still relatively low numbers here we're getting for weekly jobless claims. Last week, if you recall, was important primarily because that was the sample week, and that's used as part of the jobs numbers for the month of August, which we'll see next week, actually, next Friday. We'll see the jobless or the job BLS's jobs numbers. Also, a big one here is the GDP. This is the second revision. We'll get the final revision next month. For the second quarter, we had a 2.1 the previous reporting. These are analyzed units. And it came down, the forecasts were calling for 1.9. It did slip a little bit, but not as much as forecast at 2%. So we're still in the 2% range, which is obviously very good news for where the economy is at. Last but not least, we got pending home sales for the month of July. We had back in June, we had a 2.8% increase in pending home sales. However, in July, from June to July, it dropped 2.5%. So obviously that's not very good. Let's take a look at the headline news. Stocks are up. It's taken its cue mostly from, it did like the GDP, it did like the weekly jobless claims, but it's taken some comments by China. Basically, China, a minister from China basically stated that they were not going to retaliate immediately on the additional tariffs that President Trump initiated on China last Friday. So basically, if you recall, China announced that they were going to announce some tariffs on the U.S. We countered and added more tariffs onto China afterwards. And China basically said they're just going to basically stand back, not immediately. Doesn't mean they won't later on, but immediately they're not going to go ahead and retaliate. So, but they are talking about getting together for a face-to-face meeting next month. And stock market's kind of like in this little optimism that some like a olive branch, so to speak, and so the stock market is up. That was up at 1.300. I think right now I'm seeing it right around the 260 range. So still very good numbers right there. So let's see how this is playing out in the bond market. Bond market is down about 11 basis points. As you can see, we're up. We're almost touching this ceiling here. And right now we're down to about where we started yesterday. So rates, it's not enough change for us to have any rate change. So rates will remain unchanged. Mortgage rates will remain unchanged here. And as you can see here, the 25-day moving average is just starting to cross that line of this Fibonacci level, which was our ceiling of our floor of support, and it's going to start working its way up. So at some point, it's going to force us to go one direction or the other. But the general direction was been upwards. But again, even though it's long term going upwards, we do have our swings like a pendulum or going up and down, like a yo-yo, basically going up and down. And we do have parts sometimes where it'll go dip down for a little bit before it goes up for the long-term trend. Here's yields. Yields are breaking through its ceiling resistance that broke through yesterday, and it's up to about 1.51 right now. So right now it's sitting kind of in a comfortable position here. All right, so that's pretty much a wrap. If you guys are looking to refinance or buy, please reach out. The best way to reach me is direct message or DM me. I am a loan officer with CMG Financial. We do service all 50 states. We carry all the mortgages out there from jumbo, conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. We also carry some loans that others do not carry, like loans specifically for real estate investors. We got loans for bank statement loan programs that were especially for self-employed borrowers. We got foreign national loans. We got our all-in-one loan where we basically combine our mortgage and our bank accounts together, and by doing that, we can further reduce our pay off our mortgage much quicker and save hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest payments. Very interesting loan there. So if you're ever interested in learning about that, let me know. And the Home Fund is also another very interesting program. These two programs are specific only for CMG clients. Home Fund will help you with down payment assistance. We could talk a little bit more about that. It's great for a lot of different groups of people, from first-time home buyers to people who've been displaced from their home, need to buy another home. And even for those who are getting married. They got some great programs for there. So go ahead and direct message me for more information. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.